Hi everyone, it's Simon Keeling here. Thanks for watching. And I've been thinking about how the weather's going to evolve in the medium to longer term, and trying to work out how things are going to change as we get through towards the end of the month, what the weather holds in store for us. Now, you can look at surface pressure patterns such as these, and they'll give you a lot of information, but they do have a lot of noise in them, particularly as you get further out in the forecast period. So it's better to look at the upper atmosphere, and the waves that travel through the upper atmosphere give us a lot of information about how things are likely to develop. And we have access to the ensemble model on weatheronline.co.uk, and this is where a model is started from very similar start points and then run over a long period, and you take the average of the model to give you an idea as to what conditions are likely to be like. And it can at times be quite accurate, although you don't get the detail that you get from other model runs. But I just wanted to show you this really, and just show you how things are shaping up over the next few days. This is valid for 7 PM local time in the UK on Wednesday evening. We got low heights here up towards the northwest of Scotland. That dip here, this U shape, is a trough that's extending through south of that area of lower heights, and it's in these areas where we get more unsettled conditions. Down in the Mediterranean we have a ridge which is similar to a ridge of high pressure that brings better conditions. Now, to give us a clue as to how things evolve over the next few days, we've got to look at how this pattern changes. Into Saturday we're picking up the jet stream through the British Isles. It's split though, look, we've got another jet here developing across Europe. Now, into next week, this trough area tries to swing through the country. We've got a jet stream here, but it's only a very weak affair, and you notice how as we go through next week, this trough is to the west of the country. Now, what that's saying to me is that although we look as if we are going to get some heavy periods of rain through this weekend, or late on in the weekend, and also possibly into Monday, I think from Tuesday onwards of next week, eastern and generally southern parts of the country probably go into a 3 or 4 day spell of drier weather. This trough excuse me, out towards the west always brings the risk of more unsettled conditions through more western areas with some showers or longer spells of rain at times, and it probably isn't until that trough finally moves through, which could be into next weekend, that we get a more general breakdown in conditions across the British Isles. And I think that's what's going to happen, because by the time we get through towards the end of the month, look, we've got this jet stream. It was still a weak jet coming through the country, but all that is indicating to me that we are likely to see a period next week, probably from Tuesday through to Friday, where much of the southern half of the country is generally dry. That's not to say completely dry, but is generally dry. Wetter conditions across Scotland and Ireland close to that trough. After that, into the bank holiday weekend, things perhaps breaking down, with the jet stream becoming established and more unsettled conditions returning across the country once again. That fits in with our ideas that we had in our 30-day forecast, so fingers crossed it looks as if that's starting to come correct now. Interesting to watch these patterns though, so it's the 500 millibar charts if you want them on the expert chart section. Thanks for watching. I hope that hasn't rambled on too much for you, and keep the sun shining.